Hello, guys. T Reaper here. It I have an important announcement to make as soon as my few viewers kick in. But anyway, whoever dropped a luck you, that is very much appreciated. And I have an announcement to make. My channel around probably 2 p.m. today hit 100 subscribers. So thank you to each and every one of you. I'm at 104 right now. So let's keep it going. The special will be out next week. Well, thank you, Iron Wolverine. Special will be out next week. I'm thinking about doing a Fortnite dance challenge. I know it sounds cheesy. I know I'm probably going to get made fun of. But that's part of YouTube. I mean, I know Iron Wolverine went through that last year and it wasn't very fun. But anyway, I want to start with the Big Ten. Maybe bend over, maybe. So Northwestern, I think. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna go with the out. Who's out for sure? We got Northwestern. They're definitely out. I don't even need to explain them or Rutgers. Indiana, they lost. Sorry, today to Ohio State by 5. They are probably out. And I think they're going to be the first 4 out, probably higher up, so maybe the 1 or 2 seat overall in the NIT. So I think they're going to be very, very dangerous in the NIT. Very dangerous. Then some teams that need luck. Nebraska, if they win 2 more games, I think they're in. They got to play Wisconsin for sure. They're probably going to have to play Michigan State if they win. But if they win those 2 games, especially if that second one is Michigan State, they're going to win and get into the NIT. They're probably not gonna beat Michigan State though. Penn State and Illinois, they both have to win the Big Ten tournament. I'm not gonna say much else other than they have to win the Big Ten tournament in order to get in. And Penn State, they are. Oh wait, I already went through that. Minnesota, if they lose today, they're gonna need some luck, but I think they're gonna get in anyway. And there is gonna be one team I'm gonna say for the end for the Big Ten, but I'm gonna say Michigan State, Purdue, Michigan, Wisconsin, Maryland, and Iowa all clinched today. Despite Maryland's loss to Nebraska, they're still in. They are ranked. And the last team, Ohio State, in my opinion, has clinched a tournament bid. They were on the bubble and they beat Indiana. I think if they beat Michigan State, it'll secure the bid, but I don't think that'll happen, and I think Ohio State has clinched a bid. So now we're on to the ACC. The teams that are out for sure. We got Miami, Wake Forest, Georgia Tech, Notre Dame, Boston College, and Pitt. A lot of these teams were relevant a couple of years ago, so that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Now, Clemson and NC State, they need a little bit of luck. They're going to be sweating on Selection Sunday. I think NC State does get in, and Clemson does not, but I think they're both going to be NIT contenders if they don't get in. Now, the teams that have clinched, Virginia, Florida State, Virginia Tech, North Carolina, Louisville, Duke. I don't think there's any arguing that, and I don't think there is anything at all about that. So, yeah. Now we're going to out for the SEC. You got Georgia, Vandy, and Missouri who are out for sure. Arkansas, they are 100% out too, but they're going to be contenders in the NIT. I don't think they're, maybe not contenders, but they're going to be okay. Bama and Ole Miss. I think that game's going on right now, and whoever wins is going to be in, and whoever loses is going to be done. That's what I'm going to say right now. And then teams that just don't lose today, and you're in, it's Mississippi State. And then teams that need luck, South Carolina, A&M. If A&M beats Miss State, they're probably going to have to win the whole thing. So, yeah. And the teams that are in for sure, LSU, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Auburn. I think they've clinched a bid, and LSU, Kentucky, and Tennessee are all fighting for top four. Top 2 seeds. So that's good. Now in the Big 12, the teams that are out, you got almost half the Big 12 eliminated already. But I'm going to say there's 4.5 teams eliminated because West Virginia didn't lose yet, and I think they will. But you got Baylor, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. Wait, that was only 3. Anyway, you need luck. You got TCU. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, you got TCU. I think, they have to play. I don't know who they have to play, but I think they were a 7 or 8 seed, maybe a 9. But they get in. I think they're going to be one of the last 4 in. You got West Virginia. They have no chance. I'm not even going to talk about them. You win today and you're in. That is Texas, but they have a tough Kansas team. And then you got teams that are in for sure. You got Kansas State, Texas Tech, Kansas, and who's that last one? Iowa State. They're in for sure. Now, I already eliminated 5 Pac-12 teams, and usually at this point you won't see that, but you got USC, Arizona, California, Stanford, and Washington State. There's no way either of those teams, any of those teams, are going to win. And they're not going to get into the NCAA tournament because they can't win. And then the team that needs to win today, maybe, I think these teams have to, since the Pac-12 is pretty weak this year, I think all of these teams have to win out this year to get in, other than the one I'm going to talk about that I think is in for sure. But the teams that have to win the conference championship that to get in are Arizona State. There might be an exception to Arizona State if they lose in the conference title game. I'm just going to point that out. Utah, Oregon State, Colorado, Oregon, and UCLA. And then the teacher is Washington. So since my team is safely in, I'm going to say I want Washington to lose sometime in the Pac-12 tournament just so we can see 2 bids. Then we got the Big East. Teams I think are out. Providence, Creighton, Butler, DePaul. Okay, now you win and you're in. Now these are for today's games. St. John's and Seton Hall. Now the teams that need luck, Georgetown and Xavier. I think if Xavier beats Nova, that's it, they're in. But if you remember my podcast about, I think it was on Sunday, I had Xavier winning the Big East. So that is going to be a very close race. The teams that are in, I got Nova and Marquette. Now I got the American. Now, there's only 2 teams that are out so far. But you got USF and Tulane. They're out for sure. Now, you need to win and luck. Now, all 4 of these teams, if they lose today, they're out because they play each other. You got Tulsa, Southern Methodist, Wichita State, and East Carolina. I think all 4 of these teams have to win the what do you call it? The American, except for Wichita State. They have to win it. They have a bad mind. But all 4 of those teams, if they lose at any point in this tournament, they're out. And then the teams that are in, Houston, UCF, Cincy, and Temple.